Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news from the chess world, which will have a big impact on the career of Hans Niemann as the St. Louis Chess Club, the famous influential chess club from the US, has released a statement which you see in front of you here. It was posted on Twitter, X, and it has some very, very big news. As after consideration of recent events, the St. Louis Chess Club has made the difficult decision not to extend an invitation to Grandmaster Hans Niemann to participate in any international tournaments organized by the club in 2024. That is big news because Hans cannot play any closed invitational tournaments, and we know that the St. Louis Chess Club has been organizing this US Championship for quite a number of years. I think, if I'm not mistaken, from 2009 onwards. And that probably also will have an impact on the fact that Hans cannot play the national championship. He may also not be eligible for the national team because of that. I'm not sure how the exact regulations are for that. But anyway, Hans has been excluded from any event organized by the St. Louis Chess Club. And the statement also mentions that this decision was based on Grandmaster Hans Niemann demonstrated inappropriate behavior, including damaging private property, rude comments, and an uncooperative attitude resulting in a failure to fulfill contractual obligations. Well, it's not just one stupid thing happened. Probably many bad things have been done by Hans Niemann. Otherwise, the St. Louis Chess Club, why would they react in such a way? They conclude the statement that this decision was not made lightly, and we hope this serves as an opportunity for Grandmaster Hans Niemann to experience personal reflection and growth. Well, really, really bizarre, and we are, of course, interested to hear what exactly happened. This is just a statement. I mean, we don't know all the details, but probably there's a good reason for the St. Louis Chess Club to make this post. And we will re-evaluate this determination for future events, in future years, assuming that notable progress is achieved. So, okay, this is only for 2024. It's like a 1-year ban from the chess club, but still, we also know that Hans is not going to get all the invitations from many tournaments, so it will have a big impact on his motivation as well. But Hans, of course, has been involved, and he read the statement and he even reacted already. Let's get it post, because on chess.com, Norwegian journalist Tarjei Svensson made a very nice article immediately mentioning this press statement, and also he included Hans' reaction on Twitter. I would like just immediately to clarify how completely inaccurate this is. I will be posting a full detailed video going through the entire timeline since fall 2022 and how the St. Louis Chess Club has treated me since then. Well, that is quite interesting. So Hans is going to tell us much more, but let's see if we can read anything else from Tarjei Svensson's post on chess.com. Well, there's much more to say. Hans actually said much more. He said, I received 0 invitations to tournaments and could not even get a response to an email or call for months on end. I was assured shortly before the US Championships that I was not blacklisted by the club and I would receive invitations in 2024. So it says that he probably has done something wrong. What it exactly is, he still doesn't say it. I was assured that my relationship with the club was fine and was never made aware of any inappropriate behavior or rude comments, he says. Well, we know Hans. He always has very strong words, so I'm not too surprised he said a thing or two. Niemann claims, also says that the contractual obligations, not fulfilling them is ridiculous, explaining that he refused to do an interview after a draw. Well, still, I think I don't know how it works in the US, but for sure in the Netherlands, whenever a player is asked to do an interview at a national championship, you should be willing to do that anytime. So for me, it sounds very logical. Even after a draw, you should just be there. It's part of the game. That's why you get paid, Hans. So that sounds very weird to me. This is only an excuse that they have now conjured up for their decision to blacklist one of America's brightest talents. Of course, Hans, you're one of the brightest talents. I should just also point out that there are also some very young kids, Andy Woodward, who just made another Grandmaster Norm, only 13 years old. And I think I even made another video of Andy Woodward crushing Hans Niemann at the World Juniors in Mexico last year. So, yeah, quite some nice words of Hans again. Niemann says he will not let blatant disinformation continue and intends to address everything later. Of course, we should keep an eye on Hans's YouTube channel, where he's very active on nowadays. He concludes with, I've been attacked and blacklisted from absolutely every angle, and I will not be silenced, and I will ensure that the truth prevails. Well, thank you, Hans, for all the very short reaction. We really appreciate it. Tarja actually says that the next event Hans is participating in, it's later this month, tournament in Tunisia, open tournaments. Some Grandmasters are there on the list, so we can see Hans in action again. Of course, probably he's going to play some online tournaments now, because it's quite funny. Yeah, Hans was banned on chess.com for quite some time. Now he is banned from the St. Louis Chess Club. So what is going to happen next with Hans? That's my curiosity. I'm very interested to see what Hans and what this story will bring us. And of course, people start talking about this exact story on Reddit. People, they start posting a lot of things. I think 99% of the stuff we should not take seriously. But there was one comment I cannot completely ignore. It's the following message. It is well known privately that Hans totally destroyed a room in the Chase Park Plaza Hotel in St. Louis during the US Championships after losing 2 games in a row, trapping his queen against Robson, causing thousands of dollars in damages in a room on the 6th floor. I believe the damage he caused was deducted of his prize money. Hans destroyed mirrors, tiles, the marble table, etc. He is banned for life from ever stepping foot in the St. Louis Chase Park Hotel ever again. Well, this is something I would not just create by myself. This can only be said by an insider. And he actually also says that he lives in St. Louis and that it's well known what he did there. I guess Hans forgot to write what he did in the Chase, to the Chase Hotel. There were some other comments by the same person who is not revealing his name. Obviously, in fact, the post has been deleted already, so it's maybe a little bit tricky. Maybe it's a person who is not very close to Hans at all. Okay, the St. Louis Chess Club doesn't want to talk about it in public for good reasons. But pretty much every staff member and players in St. Louis, they know about it. Also, the staff in the Chase Hotel knows about it. You can ask them if you don't believe it. So we will definitely hear more from it. And okay, apparently somebody else also said that Hans broke a chair in Mexico, probably referring to the World Juniors Championships. And the guy also said, I wouldn't be surprised if he damaged other rooms in other hotels as well. And okay, Hans, I don't know what you're doing. I know you're very emotional. I've seen you on live streams and you can explode even after winning a game or losing a game, but calm down a bit. Just focus on your chess. That's what people want to see from you. And I'm just really curious to hear more from Hans, more from other people involved. And let's see where this story is leading to, where it brings us. Well, the last word definitely has not been said. If you like this kind of news updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Really appreciate all the support, and just don't get me wrong, I'm not here to make a gossip channel. I'm here mainly for bring you the most important chess news. Of course, mainly we are talking about what happens on the board, but such events off the board, they cannot be ignored. So I hope you appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you soon again. Bye bye.